My kefir is done and it's ready for bottling. How did I know that it's ready? Well, the color changed from a darker brown to a lighter brown. I've noticed that the raisins started to float. And there was a slight carbonation present. Carbonation isn't always present, especially when it's winter. I'm using a fine mesh sieve. This is to catch even the tiniest of grains. This way you will notice quicker grain growth. I bought it at Chinatown. It was priced very well and it works effectively. So I'm attempting to remove the raisins, but it's better to remove the raisins either before bottling or after adding your sugar solution, because then the grains doesn't stick to the raisins. So you add your grains to your jar, then you make your sugar solution. So I'm using a 1/4 cup of sugar to a liter of water. This is a guideline. If it's a little bit over or a little bit under, it won't make a massive difference. So here's some boiled water just to speed up the dissolving process so the sugar can actually dissolve a little bit quicker. I'm just giving it a bit of a stir, and then I'm adding the cool water. This speeds up your process tremendously because you don't have to wait for water to cool. After adding the water, always taste. If it burns your finger, it will burn your grains. So never add it if it's too hot. Try not to be messy. So here I'm attempting to remove the raisins and it works a little bit better. So I'm adding a bit of raisins for extra sugar. I know some people add other stuff, but let's stick to the basics. Later on we can get a bit fancy. So cover your jar with a paper towel or a breathable cloth. Somebody that I know did an experiment and used a solid lid versus a breathable cloth, and they found that using a breathable cloth actually encouraged grain growth opposed to using a solid lid. So I'm flavoring the kefir here. You can actually flavor it with anything that you prefer. Some flavoring works better than others, like banana isn't a wonderful choice, but the ginger, lemon and raisins, blueberries, any berry actually, it works very, very well. Second, fermenting your kefir enhances the carbonation, and flavoring it enhances the health benefits and produces an excellent flavor profile. It all depends on what you add to flavor your kefir with. To be safe, you can place your glass bottles into a cooler box. That way, if it should explode, it won't explode on your floor, making your kitchen a hazardous place to be in. So after I'm adding all this fruit, I will be closing the flip top bottles and leave it to second ferment for about 3 days to a week, maybe more, depending on how carbonated it got. Temperature is a major factor in this part of the fermentation process. I hope you enjoyed it and happy fermenting.